Oh shit, I have 2 points? Oh shit. I'll try this one. Oh, I haven't put any points into endurance. Threaten people. I kind of like the idea of threatening people, though. I feel like for this run, I should have at least 1 point in every physique skill. War Turtle, what's up? No, the camera did not die. I just don't feel like putting up the green screen right now. So I'm just gonna go with no face cam this time. Oversized superstar sunglasses? Oh shit. Yeah, just for tonight. I don't really use savior. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that up. Perception. Where's the glasses that don't remove? All of the glasses do something negative. That's the problem. At least these do +2 to encyclopedia. Which I like. At least it's +2 for something.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the
Yeah, I just feel really tired, but I wanted to stream.
The reeds rust.
Because I've been, okay, when I was at work today, the whole fucking day, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna get my job done quick so I can go home earlier. And I really want to fucking stream so bad when I get home. And then I ate pizza when I got home, like a frozen pizza, and I drank a bunch of wine. It's a funny story actually. So, you know those Camelback, those like backpacks with the straw attached to it, so you can put water in it while you're like working or whatever. Like if you're going hiking or some shit, people use that for hiking. Well, my work handed us a Camelback a couple months ago. I never used it, and I thought, hey, you know, it'd be really funny. And I told my brother this. What if I took that Camelback that I've never used and filled it with wine and just put that on for the stream? So instead of having to like lift up a glass every 2 seconds to drink wine, I could just pull out the straw and just drink it like that. And I thought it was a funny idea, but the problem is that cheap fucking thing
When this district was built,
was not
it were kept at bay. Nothing
it
obscure
would
for
leak
ship-dated
basically. The
facades.
fucking little
Nowhere for drunken
lid
and
for
adventurous
it.
teenagers to hide. Now only the wind.
Even if I screwed it in all the way, the wine would seep out and it made a fucking mess in the kitchen. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm just now this is the first time I've opened this thing. It's brand new and I can't even use it. It's just like defective. Oh, I need to hold on. I gotta do something real quick. Capture cursor. Yeah, I want you to see the cursor. Cool.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap.
So I had to throw that away.
Uneaten.
So but I had to drink all. I didn't want to throw away the wine that I poured into it.
Them.
So I drank that, and then, not on top of that, I ate a lot of pizza, and I was really tired because I've been running all day basically. It's a lot of exercise. And then I ran this morning. I went on the treadmill and did like a mile and a half before work, which
Big surprise. Anyway, one down.
surprisingly didn't
3 to
wear me
go.
out. It'll be the next one, surely.
Surely. Anyway, the air is nice and fresh here.
So, yeah, anyway, I'm just tired. A lot of running today. Which is good. I need to run a lot. Prepare for my situation. I've been debating on whether I should unlock one of these, and the problem is with this, all the red checks will fail, but I have a feeling that this, whatever it is going to be something good. I don't know. Or I could just get rid of one of these. No, I like indirect modes of taxation. Learning cap for volition raised to 5. Moralist dialogue heals 1 morale. I don't really need that. I feel like I'm not going moralist. Pain threshold. Yeah, I want pain threshold to be high. Can I use these other ones? Like, what about the ones I forget? Where do they go? I think if you forget it, it's just gone forever. Yeah, the thought will be lost forever. So you lose the thought forever if you forget it. I should be careful of that. Well, shoot. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Oh, yeah. I feel like I could get rid of this one. Because I already have endurance. The endurance cap is already 6, so I don't need to worry about it being 4. I think I could just get rid of that. Shit, go back. Forget it. And then just replace that with, well, I think for this playthrough, I'm gonna be less psych and more physical. Like, I'm gonna go, I'm min-maxing right now is what I'm saying. So I could do that. I don't know if this is gonna really do anything for me. It only takes 42 minutes for this, though. I could try it. Suggestion goes down. This one's 4 hours. In 7 hours? I don't have time for that. Regular law. I think I might just go with this one. Be like a regular cop. Who knows? I should just make a decision now. Alright, try it. What's this?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus. Okay, I have something for that, I think. It's gotta be. Unless I'm already wearing it. Oh, here we go. Commander's jacket. These glasses. I like how to get certain checks, all you have to do is just change your clothes. What I love about
A
this.
scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching
Even
from
more
one
bullet
corner
holes.
to
Something's
the
definitely
other.
going down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual, even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning,
Yeah, 'cause there was a
this is
revolution
lot of
here,
bullet
but
holes.
it's gone now.
Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much.
That's
We do need to
interesting.
retain some humanity in this world.
Oh, I see the kind of message this game is presenting to us. Meanwhile, in America, they have automatic weapons everywhere. That's interesting. But in this game's world, it's like, no, automatic weapons were too much. No one needs that much power. Try it.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side.
It's a firing squad?
The morning sun rises beyond the horizon, radiating the first light of the day. The order was carried out at dawn. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What
The
is
abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of
Against the
men,
wall.
probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Leeches, fleas, and thieves, all the freeloader scum living off the hard work of others. Such is your belief.
The
7
soldiers.
men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Who was who in this
I don't know.
execution?
I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when the assets were being seized? by
Another
British?
likely scenario.
Or maybe
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
a cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Interesting. Be careful here. Oh, I could actually die or what? F-L-A-N. F-A-L-N. Epo. The fuck is that? Is that a hat? Oh. Where's the other traps? Right over here?
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But the reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Water runs from the west, sources upstream, broken pipe. Is it? I'm just over here. It's probably coming from this building, man.
You see,
I've already seen it.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
No, I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad. Well enough, actually. It's odd how that...
No, he can't shoot for shit.
I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
He couldn't shoot the body down. I had to do it. What about over here?
There's some tear.
Now this is where we found the body of that guy. Oh, I should check the trap that he just set, I guess.
This is the trap. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast.
Another empty trap. Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Yeah, because we run everywhere. Where's the other one? Northwest of the village, I think it said. Far northeast of the Feld building. In Land's End? And then where was the other one? Southeast of the village. Oh, I can open this thing now. Southeast? Dude, I'm finding new clothes everywhere now. Jamrock, biker, cop, Sony's. Oh, here's it.
This trap's not too. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song. Louder on this part of the coast. Nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
The lieutenant stretches his back.
He's tired of running around. Alright, the other ones said northeast of the failed building. It's only 8 o'clock, 8:24. So northeast of this building, so we gotta go up. I thought we were already just there and there was like nothing there. There's that trap. I guess there's one further up? How is that possible? Far northeast of the failed building. How the fuck do we get over there then? I can't go any further north. Game won't let me. Is there a way through this door? Doesn't seem like it.
Yes?
Well, fuck, I don't know where to go then. Land's End. Where the fuck is Land's End? I guess I'll have to come back to that. Cause like, I don't know where that is. Check the map. Where is it? Oh, way the fuck out here? Dude, that's where I am. So I have to go up there. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I don't get there until later on.
A metal payphone.
Maybe I gotta call it
The
in.
tone. The machine is
10
inoperable.
cents in and dial a random number. Let's do it.
Calling. Still calling. End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
No, Pierre's dead. Who is Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
I didn't do shit to this country. I'm not a salesman. I was just calling a random number. You somehow ran with it. I don't know who I am, but who are you? I'm a police
To
officer.
hell with the police. To hell with you.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects.
2403. Oh, he just keeps calling random numbers.
Calling. Still again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
What a douchebag name. Change it. Change your name.
What are you, like 5? Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
I like this. Do it again.
Calling, calling, calling. Still calling, still calling.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling Rags of Martinez.
Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Damn.
Disconnect tone.
He's ready to move on now. Okay. Let's see what the thought police say.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Damn. 1 XP for every orb clicked. Oh, I get bonus XP? That is super fucking sick. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. Cool. That is cool. I thought I had another skill point. I thought I had 2. What did I spend the other one on? Holy shit, I actually don't know. I spent one on endurance and I thought I didn't spend another one on anything else. Wait, do you spend points to forget thoughts? Oh, fuck, that sucks. Well, alright, whatever. I'll deal with it. Well, shoot, in that case... I mean, I guess it makes... in that case, I would have just bought a new one. Instead of deleting an old one. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Did the same fucking thing. At least now I get more experience. So how do I go up here? So yeah, this is where I need to go. Past the church that I cannot go into. We're here. This is a place I have not been to. Wait a minute. So every orb I interact with gives me 1 XP. Holy shit, it really does. That's cool.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this?
It's military. A service depot of some sort. Probably something that is no longer there.
Lieutenant looks at the hunching concrete toad in front of him. Well, not gonna try and interact with a red check that I can't do anything with. Oh, here we go. This is Land's End.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds. The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust, no phasmid either, but still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
What if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We're not cryptozoologists. We're cops.
I think he's a little frustrated that I even took this job. Yeah. Let's keep exploring. So I made a campfire here a long time ago. Radio relay tower. A new tie. Scented scarf. +1 to shivers. -2 to physical instrument. That sucks. Well, in this case, I'd like that. I want shivers. Turn to Morel in the whirling. Alright, we have to go back to the whirling. Where's the rest of the armor? We already tried asking Kuno. He won't tell me shit. We put the clothes in the trash. Ask Gart. I can't talk to Gart. Gart won't fucking tell me anything either. As far as I'm concerned, those objectives are not gonna help. Go back to the church. Oh yeah, let me try going this way. I was trying to find a way into the church. As Kim said, there's another way to get into the church from the back of it, but I couldn't find it. As far as I'm concerned, there's no other way to get in. Let me try this again.
Heavy wooden doors.
Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily.
Where did I
You
find the
click
key?
As the shackle pops open, feels like electricity and a very small piece of nothingness.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Oh, cool. I don't know. I don't remember picking up the key, though. Whoa. Oh, this is fucked. Complex equations, they look recent. Spinning on empty. Running on empty. Food review. Siphoning electrical current from the outside into the antenna.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
This machine looks like the one in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio
Really?
computer in the doomed commercial area.
Little tape on the fortress accident like the one in the doomed commercial area.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Another password?
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today? I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, that's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
Okay.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
Damn. Stomp your feet.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. Can't hear shit.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
The lieutenant doesn't reply. but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore.
Oh shit. I have to do this? I can't back out? Try to see beyond the shadows. Alright. Oh, I did it! What? No way. Nice. Very nice. You can see beyond the shadows now. For what
It's like
worth.
there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
That's creepy as fuck. Feel it?
Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Is that the cryptid?
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no, you've lost sight of it.
That better be the cryptid.
Where did it go?
What's up, Nasty Matty? How you doing, dude? What's up?
Prepare for an attack.
Blink. Why'd you blink? What is that? Who is
You
that?
see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Oh, this is getting...
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Yeah, do that. You come in peace.
Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
This is the police. Show yourself.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
True, we haven't drinking anything. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about the police things. I don't know about anything of the alcohol. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stand your
sure.
ground.
You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through.
I was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark, Holmes.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
What is this shit? Yeah, just repeat what he said.
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just
Listen to the
bringing you
addiction part of your
message
brain.
Of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You just climbed down from the church tower?
Sure did, Holmes.
You human? There must be something illegal about living in a church ceiling.
I am, at least in part, Holmes. Until the mother's love burns away the cruel distinctions of the body.
Are you a boyadero?
A boyadero? No, Holmes. I don't go in for that kind of thing. It's all about surrendering to the mother now.
Sound like you're not from
Haven't
around.
you ever met a Mex before? Cabron. Surprising number of us
I know
around
what the
Rabashaw.
Mesk is. Give me money?
Not sure I'm contributing to the economy none, Holmes.
Oh, that was a free market thing.
Glad you're feeling more comfortable. First timers are always nervous. Oh man, I would love to see that statue. I'm sure I'd be trespassing if the church was in use. But it's not, hombre. I done my share of illegal shit. Used to be in a gang, the whole deal. But even memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
So many people losing their memories, just like me, yeah. Like I get a whole new start just from scratch. I don't know, both these sound like good responses.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name. But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry. I don't think he's gonna shake me. My name sets me apart from my fellows. No.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
The Ravers want to turn this place into a
The
nightclub.
ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
They have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
When he was in a gang, yeah. What do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
What are you doing?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it. For purposes of veneration. I circled it. Nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly. Oh, that's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
You didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
I'm not judging. I've got drug problems myself. Faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I've got drug problems.
I can
myself.
see, and it saddens me. But devotion can save you. It saved me.
Let's agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I don't
I
understand what
know
you're doing
it
in
will
the chat.
take time. Don't sweat it.
Why did he repeat it twice?
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Just sing for me, the superstar cop. Doesn't make sense for you to sing. She's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound. Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams. Bled
police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about
You know
everything.
where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machine around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Is there another person living in the church?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests. I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Yeah, what's the password?
too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
It's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
Okay.
I think we're done here, Essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
You never know, Kim. You never know. Let's explore the rest of this. Another scarf? Oh, what's over here? We can't talk to that dude anymore, I guess. Spiders. Shoes. Get over there. Empathy. Mask bangers, red rose.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. The speaker
Good morning. Votre accident on San Good. Please
Afterlife death.
good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
It's me again, how are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard, the printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
You think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Yeah, look
I
around.
doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Who are all these
I
people?
think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
12th of February 51. What's the date currently? I actually don't know.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Fuck, I wish it told me. It just tells me it's Thursday.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Silence.
28th of February,
That is a
51.
strange anomaly, though.
Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The Pillar of Silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
What
The
could be?
lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left.
Who's the
Good.
girl?
I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
A girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our
That's
hall
me.
office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's
I
me.
knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
And air.
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Oh shit.
A strange woman makes straight for the radio
Oh
computer.
shit. It's her. Well, what's up? She just goes right for the computer.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're not just breaking out, pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity. We're on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. Both of these are terrible responses. No, I like this one.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Regular law official. You've done it, Harry. Whatever else you are, you're also boring now. It was not easy. You spent most of your life trying to funk up every nook and cranny of your personality. When someone says something political, the first 3 thoughts in your head are a ludicrous hodgepodge of communism, fascism, and stock tips. When they ask you why you did something, it's superstardom, apocalypse, or the mea culpas of the flagellant cop monk. It's not easy reaching for the 4th option, the normal one. But you have. And now, you're not just crazy. You're also boring.
-1 to Shivers. Strong grasp on reality. -1 on Inland Empire. Dull but solid. All learning caps raised to 3. That does kind of suck though. Because I didn't really need that. Fortunately, I have to spend a point just to get rid of that. I don't want to go -1 on Shivers. Shivers is awesome. Yeah, this one sucked. But I don't have the hindsight to see what bonuses I would get. about to just forget that. Put a pointed half light though. I like that. Is she still
What is
rebooting?
it?
I'll let you work. I'll come back to this.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
No.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you.
Look up.
The woman looks down at you standing there. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye. Of what? Compassion? Remorse?
It's remorse.
As that useless word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times as you stand in the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles, her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Visual calculus and encyclopedia? Is that the 2 checks?
The mother of...
Yeah. Visual calculus is good. Anything else for visual calculus? Visual calculus. Nope, nothing.
The mother
Let's
of
try this.
humanism stands above you. Oppression. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
What exactly is an innocence? I've heard of this system.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate innocentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
In an office now?
No, we
Is
are
one?
alone.
We are alone. What does she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world. Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene la Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
You smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. It was on her advice that Irene la Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around.
So there's like some supernatural
clearly
shit. She's
visible
like
beneath
Jesus.
her dress.
She's like female Jesus. I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supramuindi. Altogether, 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperaskit in Vespa Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
I don't care how she looked. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me.
She was insultingly beautiful. She was humanity's young mother, a perfect mother. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen.
And what?
One of the men
Then
in
what?
this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human.
What was
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents.
What the
Dolores
fuck?
Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece. 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes.
Whoa.
This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
What the? What? Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her theriers, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games.
Oh, so she wasn't all
Day
peaceful.
often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb. In icons such as this, she was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
He's been counting.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
He's not wrong. I can see the time. It really was 5 minutes. Glowing lungs, that's fucked up. She's not human.
Yes, glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported to glow. You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger. Finish what you came here to do and let's move on. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
Alright, I need to do my visual calculus thing here. I think I can do it. What else do I have for visual calculus? I think I already checked, right? I don't have anything else. I want to get this check, like right now. I think I have anything for it. Yeah. Go for it.
The mother of humanisms, the jigsaw of
Did it.
broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a light motif below them both.
What shattered mosaic is this?
Unknown.
What shattered it? Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses,
Looks like the Pope.
holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her Innocence Day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, theriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau. After life, death, After death, life again. After the world, the Pale. After the Pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Huh. It used to say after life, death after.
Death, life again. After the world, the Pale. After the Pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What is it now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
The back in the. No, I don't use that word. Not very feminine.
Not at all.
The mother of humanism towers above you.
Cool. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh shit, we got some people fucking with my shit. Shirt do I have on logic? Oh no, I need those.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
That's right.
It's just
Fuck 'em
theoretical
up.
work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are
I
you?
can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is
I like
not
the
to say
censor
that the skulls
tone.
are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls.
We're the
You
Skulls.
don't know? What kind of cop are you?
I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock.
Cool.
Or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
You know anything about the murder?
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around, I am the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean...
These punks don't know anything.
Hey! Stop right there! How does one know anything?
Sure, sure. Understandable. Fuck, and I appreciate your effort, though.
I bet his first name is fuck. You know Cindy this
Oh,
one?
yeah. Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Aren't there more skulls than more today? Usually lenient. But rhetoric is confusing. You guys are into modern dance music? They just said they're not in the schools.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Right.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah, we are.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops.
Whoa. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm a bad
We're
cop.
just talking here.
He's good cop, I'm bad
Just
cop.
words. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no need to throw your authority in our faces.
What the fuck?
That's right. Way to put them in the little boy's corner.
You wanna talk? Let's talk, boys. Ask them.
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
They won't accept
Because
you.
we can be just as psycho and vicious.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
You guys suck.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why do you have
Well,
Chris Faggot?
first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem,
Oh, okay, he's got a
not
whole
as they are.
explanation for
And
it.
I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Like I said before,
These
many
guys are
men keep
nihilists.
searching for the one. For so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase. The hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. And even then, it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
It's a terrible metaphor.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey Kim,
Yes?
you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are 2 of us and 2 of these
What are you
jackets.
implying?
Which one would you wear? We should get these jackets.
For what?
What do people do with jackets? They wear
The
them.
concept of getting dressed is familiar to me, but wearing jackets like these isn't appropriate for an RCM officer, unless he's deep undercover.
You're right, of course. Never
The
mind.
lieutenant sighs.
Oh shit! Half-Light. Ask for the jackets. Wait a minute. What clothes do I have? Okay, I gotta do this. Oh, there's no fucking way I'm gonna pass this up. Gloves on. I should have had those gloves on this whole time to begin with. Do I have anything else? Oh, here we go. Oh, we are going to fuck them up.
That ride.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunk.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Yep, boys with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Not even prospects and already aspire to be
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
kings. Hell yeah!
Shut the
He's on my side.
Are you
Cam, you're the
trying to get
best.
us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have the skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Skull King, make shrunken heads out of us.
Fuck you, man. Take them then.
It'd be impolite to refuse.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Sick.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
What a fucking win. Since you're more of a piss guy, I'll take the other one. I know you said you're more of a kind of guy. I didn't ask him. Oh, I wish I asked him which one he wanted.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
That pair we could really raise hell, go undercover hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
I guess I get both.
Cold-hearted cop.
Well, whatever. I'll take both of them.
Do. I'm fine with that.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
Yeah,
I
guess
don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Hell yeah, we did. Cool. Drama, negative authority. +1 to half-light, negative rhetoric. Or fuck the world. Hell yeah, I like that.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous?
Damn right I'm dangerous.
You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
I'm sure they are. Cool. Good times. Go talk to Gart.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Oh, you recognize the song. Church is actually my love. Things are really bad with. Told you I'd rock that shit.
It was all right. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you?
Saw another thing at the world.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
I got into the back room behind the blue steel door. She nicked the phone line.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
Aren't you gonna ask me what's back
Okay, what is back there?
there? Pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
You want me to? You want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
Thinking of turning this place back into a pinball arcade? I feel a capitalist plot coming up.
Capitalist plot. The pinball we have in the corner now is broken. I want to diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area.
Yeah. Not gonna be overjoyed. Should I not tell him then?
Yes?
Well, for some reason it won't let me ask Guard about if he knows how the victim's clothes got in the trash. He won't fucking tell me about it.
Hey, was there something you... Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Yeah, he won't tell me shit. Go talk to Kuno. I like how the game has to warn you, like, hey, don't be afraid to say weird shit. That's what this game's all about.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Empathy. I need empathy. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Where's my empathy? How about now? Talk to him.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
I have to actually put a point in. have any. Oh, never mind. Well, ask him about the pants then.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
Don't have a single normal thing to say.
The fucking well! The fuck are you talking about?
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes,
That's just...
there it is. That's strange. We are way beyond normal already. We are in the star chamber.
What the fuck? I think I'm already in the star chamber, Kim.
Huh? I have no idea what you just said.
Are you having a seizure in Kuno's yard now? The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed gimps they wear.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
In her eye. Fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you...
You glance again at the roofing
they're
material
not gonna
in front of
finish
the
it.
shack. Yes, you should go back there.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the... Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder,
Shit, that's tense.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno.
Yeah, get your bit. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of the
Kuno
armor?
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's
It's
too
too
small
small.
for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means...
Threw it in the sea?
That shit means nothing to Kuno. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go... Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like you're test...
cool.
Get lost.
Get out of here.
Kuno doesn't...
Tired of talking to you, dude. Go to the harbor gates, ask the Jolly Mask. Okay. Might as well do this little side thing.
Hola, Wandering Man. The little boy had the good on his promise to get me into trouble.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
You know, use this to what, scare
It's
you?
a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
How about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Oh, he took them. Somebody took them.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Kuno lied. Yeah, fuck Kuno. Let's go talk to him. Wait, is there even a way to get the boots then? Or is that they sent the body away with the boots on it? So I can't get those. Just get the armor. I think at some point you can actually get all 4 pieces.
Fuck does Kuno care? So?
You told me you promised to sick the pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I will remember this.
You
Kuno.
got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I can't buy them unless I get close to him. I put the clothes in the trash. I still can't figure this one out because Bart won't tell me. I'm trying to figure out why. In the trash compactor and dig through the trash to find the victim's clothes. Did I already do that? Pretty sure I did.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The
Yeah, I already did.
container sounds a muffled gong.
Oh shit. Where the Okay, so there's another NPC I gotta find. Let me see if he's at the whirling. This guy?
Hello, officer. Name's Gary. Boy, am I ever so grateful to you. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank you.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Doing my job.
Here,
man.
I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Maybe you could convince her to tell me about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids. Ooh, tough choice there.
Is this bird a cryptid? Point to the tie she gave me. It's the most dangerous cryptid. Are there any invisible cryptids?
The gnome of Jeroma.
A gnome is the most dangerous?
Oh, it is. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
It does suck.
Of course, dear.
You never told me you've seen the
Oh,
phasma.
you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear.
The most
Really?
precise we've ever
It's
heard.
extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our...
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was
Oh,
building
Jesus,
a
I need
racing track out of
refill my
sand on
drink
the
for this.
beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there. The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession. Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was
It's
it?
hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe you
How
imagine
could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here, what makes it a confirmed sighting. She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
What do you think
I
about
thought
this?
it was a wonderful story, man.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
You want a date?
Our first, yes. You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
Cool. I'll talk to him.
I really owe you one for getting us out of those reeds, officer. Finally got all that soot out of my hair. Name's Gary. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Oh, he's racist? Fuck
The
him.
lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Not all over the great
I like
outdoors?
nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew. Slightest
Oh, I didn't mean it in any scientific way.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Do you know anything about the man hanging behind the whirling rags? Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
You said yellow man. That's not something most people say.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to
Scene of the
anyone.
lynching?
Okay, I admit it.
Oh.
I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
He's a crypto-fascist. I just realized his name.
You're not going to find me, are you?
I just want information.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really.
I should have just fucking
Work
found
has
him.
been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Bohemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
You put the clothes of a murder victim. Yeah, you did it.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Yeah,
I
explain.
was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked.
That was his
All the
house.
clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
What about the missing armor?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop
Composure.
may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
Yeah, let's intimidate him.
Sure do, officer.
Have you found your door open lately?
In my home. Yes. When I was going to... How did you know?
Mr. Everett Clare thought it necessary to unlock your apartment.
Mr. Clare unlocked my apartment?
Don't worry, I didn't go in.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him.
I don't work for him.
What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
I don't even know what it was about. I just opened the door. It's just an
What
open
could
door.
it be about? I probably talked too loud. In the whirling. About some theories I had. Whatever it is, I'm done with it. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind.
Ooh, I scared him with that. Cool.
In operation.
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the
surprised to
mud,
see me.
but I have nothing to...
Okay, get the clothes. Composure. That's what we need. Composure. This fucking dress up game. I think that's the only composure thing I have. Do I? Inland Empire and Volition, that's awesome. I have nothing that gets rid of composure rate. Nope. I try it again.
officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Like one underneath
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other.
He does look like he's wearing
resembling
something
pearls
underneath.
or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he
I
lives.
see you're a connoisseur of high quality combat.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hangman's cuirass. I...
God damn it, Gary.
Didn't mean to.
I know.
I know.
Shame
But I
on
did it
you.
anyway, because I'm a
Give
racist
the
piece of
cuirass
shit.
to the officer at once. Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation, officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay. And he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have...
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man.
Yeah, you better be.
Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them
Apologize to my
sided with
partner.
the king when...
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
Give me the armor.
He sighs again,
Hell yeah.
hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Ew.
This is it. This will protect your mortal shell. Don it and live.
Cool. Why did you lie to me?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
He's a scaredy cat.
You know who killed him?
I always thought it was the Union. But I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
Are we done here?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word. I'm sorry for what I said.
This man is truly sorry for underestimating the honor and military might of the Seolite man.
Cool. 1 to pain threshold, 1 to volition, -1 to empathy. Oh, it counts as a shirt, not a jacket. Cool. It increases morale. Nice.
The white ceramic cuirass hugs your torso, shielding your vitals without adding much bulk to your form.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off. Decked out in future armor, like a cop ought to be.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it.
Certainly, but you may want to hold on to the armor you have for long enough to properly analyze it. Figure out its vulnerabilities. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets.
I have to research it?
Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
I have 1 experience points away from leveling up. That sucks. I just need 1 orb to interact with. Somewhere. You can just talk to him.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
There was nothing in the trap, no locusts.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the Reeds.
That's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay? Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
We got a white check here. Interfacing, let's see about that. Anything for that? I don't think I do, but let's check. Interface. In your face. Nah. Nothing for interfacing. Interfacing is like a really hard skill to just like level up. There's no clothes that have that as like a thing. My savior fare is actually 0. Oh well. We can try it. It's a white check, so.
Lena and I...
Consider the way
Holy
the
fuck,
entity
I'm
was disturbed.
rolling big
Firm,
tonight.
shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too.
I may have met a kid that's the locust stealing.
Kids? What would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin. He's probably talking about Kuno.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful.
Geary?
We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna
Gary
follow
was
this
hiding
route.
armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Cool. Alright, what's the next objective? Still can't talk to Kuno. I don't have enough empathy. What is the race enigma? No, I don't care about that. Reality lowdown. I still need to talk to Joyce. Yeah, there you go. Let's talk to Joyce. Oh, and the thought cabinet. So I was thinking just getting rid of this, because this is useless to me. And forget this. I don't want to be a regular cop. That sounds boring as fuck. Fair weather. Let's see what this... It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it? Shooting yourself? Let's see. That sounds like something we could do. Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, I want my shivers back. Here we go. Joyce. No, don't go there. Revishaw. No, 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 no. Now I feel bad. I feel like I'm making him run too much because he always brings it up in dialogue.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Reality.
Lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
Well, we could do that. Let's do the esprit de
That took a
corps
bit of assistance.
first. We got a lot of ground to cover here, it looks like. Esprit de corps. That's the important one here. What gives me the most? Disco ass blazer. Kingdom of Conscience. Yeah, see, I need to get rid of that then. Get rid of Kingdoms of Conscience. pretty cool.
You're back. Good. What
Let's
more
try this.
lessons in basic reality?
6 kilometers
Nice.
southwest
Dude, I'm
of the
killing
Valley
it
of
tonight.
Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?"
Tequila Sunset.
"Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM. Preciso Mundo.
What is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we? Or de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM
That's how you say that,
acts
de
in what
jure?
is
I always
poetically
say it
called
like
the
de jure.
twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
A lackey of the capital. A thrall to foreign interests.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Well, yeah, that's what happened here. Alright, cool. Get this one.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
World is
What
this?
world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces.
Oh, she's
Clusters of light where
reading
the
my
cities
mind.
lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay.
The world is a suzerainty of Revachol.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included. Elysium.
Oh, it's the name of the game. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell. A term of
So-
hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet. What does hell have to do with the Mesk?
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit. Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways. We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revichol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona. Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
Whoa, what?
A cold fear seeps into you.
How are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
Hell? And what do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
What the fuck?
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy.
Maybe
Even
that's why my dude
scientific
went drunk in the
positivism
first
isn't
place.
entirely convinced
The
about
fuck
what
does
we're
mine
dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
Fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
A disco Elysium. Is that what we finna be? We finna be some kind of disco Elysium? Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
What is the pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Okay,
the lieutenant glances at you from the corner of his eye.
every time I try and ask her about this, he just tells me, yeah, come back later. I could do volition. Have him step away. Let us talk about it. Please.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Do I have anything for volition? I'm gonna guess no. Yeah, there's just certain skills that don't have any clothes associated with it. Oh, except for this. Now try it.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality?
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Can I talk to the ma'am for a second?
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Nice.
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
What is the Pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
What is an isla? I'm gonna assume it's the continents.
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Enveloped on all sides by the Pale.
An island.
Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde. An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
Oh, cool. So it's...
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
Whoa. What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
We're surrounded by Pale. How do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path.
What is she even talking about?
But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Or having our minds damaged.
What is kind of... This is like some Lovecraftian shit.
Extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading. That it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
That's insane. What does this over-radiation feel?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
You're not a civilian passenger?
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Oh, she's official. And she referred to me by my rank. That's cool. Do lorry drivers pass the Pale?
Yes. Carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the Pale driver about this. See what she says.
Oh, is that the old lady? Remember her? Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
Wow.
Entreponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain. There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
You don't?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
Wow. How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs
70%,
2
right?
to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
That is... No wonder this world is fucked.
What do you think, Detective?
No wonder this whole world is so fucked up. No wonder I went into a drunken, fucking crazy binge that fucked my mind up. This world is so fucked. I'm starting to see the dichotomy, the similarity between this and the real world. In like a artistic sense. That's pretty fucking crazy. There's more and more of the world. It's growing. There's more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
They don't even know what rate it's expanding.
An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all. It's going to happen. Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to
shit.
or downplay that knowledge.
It is like real life, dude. It's like climate change. This game is sick.
I suggest you do the
That
same.
is so terrifying.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Sometimes, nope, just alcohol fumes and blackout.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
I don't know if I would say it's disco. It will end all life. But we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. There's a lot of options to say here. I don't know how you survived all that. A huge accomplishment. we continue to persist at all? I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
I healed morale from that.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Investigation will be my masterpiece. One day remember you by it. Promise. I'm in serious trouble here. I'll handle it.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
Let's get to work.
Good luck, detectives.
It is now noon. What can I do next? Beauty to the wall. We have still not added that. See if I can try and get the paint from what's around. Talk to her. Interrogate.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
You know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
You can tell me about Cindy.
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Found some drugs in the coal room. Yours?
They just might be. Rough stuff. If you take the ride, you'd be wise to buckle your little pig belly up.
Know where I can get more?
We apologise, but we're currently not buying the entrapment you're selling. Please call again later. Thank you. If you're really interested, then I'm sorry. But I don't do anti-radiation drugs anymore, so I don't know where to get them.
Where'd you get these
From
then?
a guy on Buggy Street, Porter Rosa. Go there after midnight, and you can get all kinds of funny things. Veterans of the People's Pile selling their stash.
Where's Boogie Street? This F word and fuck the world.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They seem to hold you in high self-esteem. I think they're afraid of you. I made up that part, but I did talk to them.
Figures. All of you are liars. They're such sweet boys, though, aren't they? My sweet, sweet wannabe skulls. They'll never be accepted, but their hearts are in the right place.
What are you even trying to achieve?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
Yeah. I don't have high enough conceptualization for that. Ask Classy about Sunday night.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into...
Actually, let me. Shit. I'm gonna buy more Nosafed.
Hey, was there something... Another thing. Great. What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
You know you've the curse.
Everyone knows of it.
Listed on the intercom outside is one of the buildings in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call and couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Isn't that already a sign of decline?
It's a sign of the Whirling in Rags not being part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood.
Relax, Mr. Gart. I'm sure there is no doom. He simply wants to share his discoveries with you.
Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the Whirling fails too.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
You must really care about this place since you worked here for so long. Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
You must really care about this place.
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
So you finally admit it.
Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
Who named it Whirling
Well, it
Red?
sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Oh.
Good pick.
Well, good luck to you with this place then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. So, if you didn't
Yeah,
have
you're
anything else to
you're gonna
tell me
save the whole
about
company
my
by putting a
establishment,
couple pinball
can we,
machines down.
You know, wrap it
That'll really help. Well, don't snitch on Classy. Just
Yes.
Let's go talk to her. Does she have any more drugs?
This medicine cabinet is stocked.
Nothing new.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
About the deceased.
Yes, miss. I hope you don't mind. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Look her in the eye.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Not my favorite topic.
Well, I can't ask her about the...
How about we... Sure.
What happened?
The wreck? Yeah. All right.
Shit. Well, there goes that. When Kim's not around to stop you, ask Classy. Well, how the hell do I get him away? Get away from me, dude.
Yes?
Seem to be following
Excuse me?
Beat it, you're cramping my style.
Frankly, detective, you are in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without
still don't
close
trust me?
supervision. In fact, under normal circumstances, I'd be duty-bound to report you. Take it as a token of good faith between our precincts that I haven't done so.
The lieutenant thinks you're some unaccountable wreck who needs constant supervision. But you don't
Oh, we good
have
now,
to
Chief?
listen to him. You're free to disobey.
You don't need to supervise me, Kim. I know what the RCM
That's
is.
good. Except that I do, detective.
What if I need some me time?
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Maybe I need someone to cramp my style every now and then.
You might. It's important not to let one style.
I think after
interfere
a
with
certain
the
time
world.
he leaves you alone, so I have to talk to her at night. Okay. Help the ravers. Talk to Titus. Oh yeah, do that.
It's you again. What is it? And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
You smell weakness. He's getting tired of the game he's been playing.
Just locker room talk. Like fucking Trump says. It was bad. Honestly, expected to have more effect.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms.
I'm
They
sure
don't
you
plan
have.
Rapes there. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. It made her a little nostalgic. It did, actually.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
79 points away.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Women are crazy, man.
You can say that again, copper. Right here.
Here we go. Bump it hard.
Bump it hard.
Your fist connects with his. Hard.
Really?
The slam is audible. You can almost hear his bones ring. Your knuckles tingle, life-affirmingly. A flash of pain, like slamming your fist against iron. He is stronger than he looks. And he looks like Ramut Kazai.
That was a cool moment.
And now you, Bina Claude.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses, then extends his curled fist and taps Titus's bruised knuckles. The bond has been formed. Not bad.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Not some helpless girl. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine.
Yeah, you're right about that. She takes way too many drugs.
Literally more drugs than I take.
Well, it's as they say. You can't do
Carrie did.
anything with an underdose.
The mask says with philosophy.
With an overdose, you can at least try to come off it. Take a bath, do breathing exercises, get medical attention as necessary. With an underdose, you're just you.
Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. Not like you. Not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober.
Maybe she's still in denial.
Yeah, maybe. I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her, Titus said, "Fuck on!"
Yeah.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
We got him cornered like an animal.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
Starts saying something, then decides.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Rhetoric. Okay, let's see if I can get rhetoric up. And it's a white check, so I don't have to worry about fucking it up. Let's try it. Rhetoric. Anything for rhetoric. I have negative rhetoric in my clothes. That's it. Yeah, there's like nothing. Oh well. Right.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
You're getting played like a fiddle. They played us like a damn fiddle!
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
On the imaginary fiddle, the hunter becomes the hunter. Promise there would be good options. Where are they?
Oh, you want more good options? Here we go. So good.
No, these are the worst options, dude.
The hunter becomes the hunter? A little tip for you, cop. The next time you try to fuck with someone's head, make sure you're not fucked there yourself.
I don't understand what happened. Why did you say that? I didn't tell you to say that. Put the fiddle down and never go off script like that again.
You gave me the option to say that, you fuck. I wanted to play the fiddle. Damn it, he didn't like the fiddle. Oh well, we'll come back to that. Well, that is a rhetoric check. Get the boots off the victim. Oh, look at this. This will be devilishly tricky. So don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to the processing without getting a hold of the boots. Okay, so this I'm not too worried about. We already fucked this up. We already sent the body away, so that's not going to happen. We have to talk to Kuno about the insects, and I have to do that rhetoric check. I like how my tasks have now shrunk down to just this. I don't know how to... I have to ask Classy after he goes to bed. 2 of these objectives have to be after midnight. Actually, only one of them. This one I can't do at all. Alright, just go talk to Kuno. Even though I'm sick of talking to fucking Kuno.
Fuck, does Kuno care? No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What is this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA The City of Rage. Yeah, that's pretty lame. Sounds like art.
Who knows? This is about Rage City.
Oh God, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
Stop it, see? No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
There's definitely something going on here. Maybe he's got them stashed somewhere nearby, in some hidden place.
Kuno doesn't.
Oh, I know where. Over here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
I thought I've already... Wait a minute. I thought I already observed this shit. Oh, maybe I didn't. Close. Perception. Okay, perception. Give me that perception, please. Oh, oh, that's moves perception.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Try it.
Because there's a
Thank
secret
God.
door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Finally. Oh, I forgot on this save. I don't have this door open yet. Okay.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Yeah, this is Kuno's shed.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing
Look, we
locust
did it.
case, which is a subcase of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
We should talk to Kuno about this.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Nasty Maddie with the bum spews. With the emotes.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
He's got fucking crack in here?
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Are you a really good detective?
No. I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
True. We'll take the crack either way. Get the fuck out of the way or get fucked up. That's actually an FALN slogan with an aggressive, youth-oriented campaign. Oh, so Kuno's into that shit. He's got some, like, Lord of the Flies shit going on. That pig head. Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
5,000? Yeah, sure. I just pushed the panels aside, dude.
And then what? You fucking there? You fucking Kuno's kingdom.
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
What was it, the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
I liked it. I got 1, 2. This one. Point at your head. It's shit. Why would you self-deprecate yourself? I'm not saying those things.
Too brutal for you, huh? Kuno, fuck your tongue off.
No, I just want to get back to the shack.
Course you want back in there. Everyone wants back in there.
Found a plate covered with powder residue. You know anything
That's
about
where
that?
Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig. Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
Say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of Locusts.
Oh shit, I accidentally skipped that. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like fucking shadows. Shit descends.
Locusts coming down like a shadow.
She thinks that's
This
lame.
must be the night city he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
That's the night
Yeah.
city?
Locust City. City of Rage. City of Lights.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
You should listen to your friend Kuno. Art's lame as hell.
Oh, Kuno! It's so lame, even the pig knows it's lame. Please stop!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Tears the buttons at his shirt, trying to rip them open.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I think Kuno already has.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
It depends on your choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
Cool.
For once, the boy is lost for words.
Cool.
He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
You finally shut him up.
Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
Yeah, quit fucking with the cryptozoologist.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now.
Oh, he's gonna
See
listen
what's
to me.
right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
What an asshole.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
Should I just say none of your business? Yeah, just tell him the pheasant. He doesn't know what that is.
He recognizes the name.
Oh, he does.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Well, I'm asking you, motherfucker. You won't even tell me. Alright, fine.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Am I looking at
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say.
You already know. Don't lie to yourself. You know what happened here.
You see a set of tire tracks in the... No.
What?
These tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just...
Oh, shut up. Oh, what's next? Oh, the ledger. Try that.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
You can kill yourself, you asshole. Why does it say that? Why is that an option? Close the permeables.
The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Who are they for?
Who do you think? You.
Okay.
It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with adrenaline. It takes about half an hour to piece. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of... Without resistance or sound, the thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavored, exactly like the gum wrapper you found. The same brand of chewing gum. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile. You think, although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy.
Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
Take this outside then.
It's the ledger you found in the trash, a cabbage of papers hanging from the board. Without resistance or thin wax paper has been glued to familiar. A young woman, Harry, throw it away. Your hand, every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything alright?
What? It's... Oh, this is something important to him. What? 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 Is this the end of the game? What the fuck just happened? Again?
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Oh, that was cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Is that the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Your name is fuck all.
It certainly ain't Harry.
What is
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? That's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor
It was
carriage,
only out for like 10
seated
minutes.
in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Just water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone?
He doesn't
you
eat
need
either.
a secondary form of hydration.
He doesn't drink water, eat food, or fucking shower.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Came in contact with the burnout ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
Nice. Well, there's... Wait a minute. I can't interact with it anymore.
The letter you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With the perm. Without resistance. Or you stare at the card. You stare at the card. Willing your hand to move. It refuses. It's too much. Not a game. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with adrenaline.
I can't use that anymore. It adds to my Inland Empire empathy. I hold it. Just holding it in your hand makes your skills go up. Crazy. Well. Cool. Getting the hangman's boots. Can't do that. I guess we'll go help the ravers. Oh yeah, I could smoke a cigarette to help get my rhetoric up, apparently. I could actually do that. I forgot how to do this. How do I use it? I don't remember how to do it. Let me. I used to just press it. I have 9 uses for that trick. How to use it? I thought you just fucking click on it. It's so bullshit. That's how I've done it before. For fuck's sake. Just click on it. Why isn't it fucking working? Whatever. Just get rid of it. Here you go.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean. Shoot.
I have no empathy for this.
It's supposed to become like a club for Nordic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah,
floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here, not in a million years.
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments. Synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that. Go ahead.
Let's see. I have clothes that will help with this. Empathy. With the Dick Mullen hat.
Hello again.
Still nothing? Wait a minute. Just try it anyway.
Hello again.
The device is cold to the touch, an angular.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Me? I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Hi again. So, how are things going? Mm-hmm. Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
85% is not good enough for a person's.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another person. I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here. You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it. And? What happened? Oh, man. The crab man, you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
It'd be okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Preaching and praying.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him? I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Former lead programmer of Fortress Accident.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
I was so intimidated I didn't dare
Come
answer.
on, man. You've got to talk to her for us. Report back to me when you've done so, all right? We're counting on you. Yes. What?
You brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
It's still too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Maybe everything isn't quite as you've told. Ignore generalize.
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
Doesn't sound like they appreciate the dance.
You're totally wrong about that.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it, the anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
No words, just enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
I like that guy.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Yeah! Alright, I'm gonna save. We'll probably end it for the night. Have a good night, y'all. I will hopefully stream again tomorrow. Probably around 6 or 7 p.m. See ya.